Y'all see y'all get some of this outside view. Look at that sky, man. Look at the atmosphere. Ooh, I'm trying to get this super injunction on deck with y'all. It took me probably a whole stack of 500 sheets of paper to finally get it the way I wanted it for us. This is y'all finalized. That's the lawful notice right here. The folks asking me what's going on with it. You're gonna come down there. This is the problem everybody's having. You see there's 3 lines there, line 1, line 2, I being a direct descendant and I being previously misclassified and misidentified by persons of the Union State Society USA, refute the said misclassifications and fraud. But right after that wardship name, under the colorable wardship name, that's where you're putting your all caps name. When y'all do that, that's the correct place to put that all caps name. Every other place on the document is going to get your free national name. Now you see I took the work out of it. Instead of finding 2 witnesses to sign 100 million different nationality requests, witnesses are right there. Bam, beautifully typed in there. Got your back. Some folk really just messed up. My grandma got hit by a car 13 years ago. She had to relearn everything. Some folk minds just ain't there, and that's all right. Well, if y'all need us to, we'll fill it all the way through. Islam to you, Emperor Ali, L, Willie Owens. So y'all seen that one. Same thing with the registration number. Here's what you're going to be receiving. Now, as people starting to love and send the little gifts, I'll be able to put this on parchment paper, which costs a little bit more. But right there is the Moorish American Consulate Notice of Public Correction International document. This one right here, I finally done got the borders and everything like that. That's y'all registration, right? And I leave the space open for you to be able to write your own name there so we don't have any mess ups. All the way down, 1 page. There you go. I'm going to give y'all this super injunction. I'm going to try to do that by the end of the day. Print out the super injunction and go through it with us. It's 5 pages. Woo! Y'all can listen to these lives and do what I used to do and retype all of the super injunctions and everything that I was listening to and insert my name. Or if my consuls can get this program, we could change our PDFs, turn it into all PDFs. And once we do that, then turning it into all PDFs, we could make line spaces for you to just write your name in the specified fields. Man, any lawsuit you can think of, we got already stored somewhere, or we'll type one up for you. Anyone. Oh, so you see on page 3, it doesn't have anything right now. It's blank. All right. So what I do is I go in the office, stay right there with me, right? Take my seal. Bam, bam. This right here from the Moorish American Consulate. Consuls have walked with me for months, almost 7 months. That's consideration, because that's how long I've been walking with folk, for about 8 months straight, to encourage them that my heart is in this. Stamp it on up. Bam. After I stamp it, I've already embossed thousands of these. Embossed the seal. Bam. And then you put it on y'all's. I always point my period towards my name. I am. Now after I do that and put the seal and the stamp on there, bam and bam, Then to make it intamperable, I add one more touch, and I emboss the paper itself, because you ain't getting past that. So after I do that, send it to you. These is for more consuls who are working alongside Central Consulate. You seal it up, and now you can see that indentation right there. Can't touch it. This is what our government's creating for our peoples. Now every single document you have that you send to them, you just email it to me. I print it out, I stamp it, I seal it, I put the consulate seals on it, and I mail it right back to you, or we mail it directly to the belligerent occupier of the land who think they finna keep on dealing with y'all, touching our babies like this, our families and our blood. Woo! Just come on in to show y'all how to fill that out properly. If you're not getting from us this quality of work, then you need to have us do it over. We're not going to send you no mess. Man, some people, they were showing me cars they got. They look like cardboard boxes with their name and some laws written on it. Now, that worked in the 70s and 80s. but we, look. I'm not blocking that particular person. I think I blocked them altogether because they would only speak negatively and didn't ask any questions. So I think that that particular person is blocked, period. I can't deal with negativity, man. I gotta be positive in these vibratory frequencies at all times, because it's a lot of responsibility. Thousands of people calling me up, trying to get taken care of. Well, I need to make sure my heart's right. So I got to disconnect from these negative energies. Woo! Come on with it. Love y'all all. If you're free to work alongside the Moorish American Consulate in this government, you call me up at the number I provided. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the process, man. And so show you how you could generate wealth and contract and treat with Moors outside of this colorable de facto corporation. How we build. Stay positive. Willie Owens, I greatly appreciate you. So when y'all contact me, yeah, come on, Kimberly. We got work to do around here. When y'all contact me, I love y'all, but I don't care about your personal problems, because I don't even care about my personal problems, okay? Y'all better know, how are we getting the work done when you call me? This way you know I ain't being mean or shooing you off the phone or whatever. IDs and trust. Yeshua Yisrael Bey, contact me. Elodial cost. Talk about that. Anything helps. Let's talk about that. Once that happens, then I send you a application for your Elodial ID. We're gonna cover it, so don't worry about that. What's on the application? You submit to the Moorish American Consulate Central, and we tell our connects that it's time to go to work. Do you have to go to court? Nationality, how do you file for it? Do you have to go to court? This is the court. You are the court. You're the court. The Moorish American Consulate is a body politic of people that represent or present that who you are, which you already are. You're the court. So when you declare your nationality, you're doing it with us, period. You want other people to know, then you put them on notice, you make copies, you send it to whoever you want to. Who's that? Yeshua Yisrael Bey, you send it, and you're Maya Yisrael. You sling it to everybody. Perfect example, I first woke up. I had the written affidavits in my hand. They wasn't tailored like this. This was the old school from the House of Reawakening Minds that I had. I didn't know nothing about red ink. I didn't know about thumbprints. I didn't know about seals or stamp, but I sure made it work. I stamped or did a black thumbprint, signed my name where I needed to, And I emailed these writs to every corporate policy enforcer and told them what they needed to do. And I didn't hear nothing. I had warrants. I had traffic open. I had traffic tickets. I had different payment arrangements I made so they leave me alone. When I slanged the writs and emailed them and asserted my rights as a free national, crickets from the other side. I'm letting you know. So I'll show you exactly what I did. I emailed court of clerks. I emailed different bar association members. I emailed the judge if they was on the documentation, whoever it was. Then after I emailed, I called and said, hey, did you get the email? Oh, well, I'm finna send you something in the mail. After the email, after you get the email, you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to have the same thing. You got an email in the mail. Great. Just confirming. See you later. Hope you have fun reading it. Click. Bam. Then they wake up and get it in the mail. Oh, you got an email, you got it hard copy, you got it hand delivered to you. You got it in all ways, shapes, and form, baby. It's over for your life around here. Come on with it, Zodiac Constitution. And he take the hammer and he drive the truth home. The hammer and that nail, pound it home. Bam, bam. That's the tools we use in the workshop of the mind, pounding these truth home. Can the council assist with moving child support? Yes. If my council's on here right now, they will send you an email on how they're going to be doing that. Understand that when you deal with child support, the sum total of child support payments over a period of 18 years is almost $500,000. So what that means is if we help you with this child support, then you should pledge both to take care of your baby and by any more way, shapes, or means to be present. And for whatever you was paying for child support, give some of that to the council. But make no mistakes. Don't be trying to get off child support because you don't want to take care of your babies financially. Now, if you know the mother is trifling, taking your monies that you getting from taking out your check, and she ain't caring for the baby, she going to get her nails did or some new hair or to sniff on nail paint polish remover. If she want to do that, then yeah, get your monies, man. And save all the receipts and take care of your baby that way. And nobody else should be officiating that. Listen, here's how we do child support. Now that you got me on the line, Chris Woolley. Woo! You got me feeling good. Because a lot of the Moors, they be dealing with these bitter women that want to put them on child support instead of just sitting down maturely and saying, do what you can. And I got your back. That's if you're really doing what you can. Some men are and still get the hot box because of these trife women. So, you hit us up. We got injunctions and we got lawsuits. Now, we mediate. First, we enforce the order. And the order is to mediate between the mother and the father. Now, it ain't our fault. She don't want to let go of her emotions enough to competently sit down and have a conversation with the father of the child about visitation rights. That ain't our fault that she's too immature to do that. But what we can do as competent males, as competent heirs, call me up as a Moorish American consulate judge. I'm going to sign a decree and an order that goes to the best interest of the child, period. The best interest of the child is two mature parents setting aside their emotions and everything they feel, coming together and communicating about what's best for the child. Oh, in the summer months, you're going to have this amount of time? Sure. In the winter months, you're going to have this amount of time? Great. Visitation is from this place? Good. And we both agree CPS ain't going to be involved because you know they trying to sit here and act like our parents anyway. Great. Yep. Right. Oh, well, you agree to this, Mom? Sure. I like this. My child being around his father and my child being taken care of. You agree to this, Dad? Sure. I know you're a good mother. And we didn't work out, and that's okay. You know, it's easy to have a good breakup. Look, y'all just didn't work. That's it. There doesn't have to be an explanation of why you didn't work. You don't have to treat them like it's their fault you didn't work, and you don't have to treat yourself like you wrong it didn't work. It just didn't work. Your energies weren't compatible. All right, great. They were when you was fine and you was looking at something other than energies and emotions and souls, like how good they look. But after the point, the real point, talking about the person you're dealing with, where you find out that everything ain't glitz and gold just because it glitter. I just take me some gold spray and spray it on a pile of poo and give it to you. And you think that first layer, because I done sprayed it so nice, oh, you think that whole thing is gold. Can you get up in that thing, boy? Then you like, man, I thought I was getting, and that's because you got to take your time. To me, the best thing to do is put it in the newspaper, because sometimes they be denying people the right to file their stuff on the public record. But we do it. We blast it everywhere. We get a lawsuit, Chris Willie. The lawsuit basically say that the mother needs to come sit at the table. If she don't sit at the table, well, we know she ain't mentally sound enough and mature enough to be raising her children. Not like that. If you can competently sit down with another human being and talk to them to resolve issues, you are not mature enough yet. So don't be talking about you raising your child when you causing all type of trauma in your child's life just because you want to make the other parent hurt or feel a certain way behind their child. Oh, no. When we get the lawsuit, whatever parent is belligerent and doesn't want to sit down, then we enforce the order. When we enforce the order, you take that order of enforcement and you bring it to the proper authorities, which would be the sheriff supposed to enforce orders on the land. If the sheriff does not enforce an order from an Article 3 court judge, then the next person up from the sheriff is the United States Marshal. The marshal's supposed to make the sheriff do what he's supposed to do. None of them want to listen to you and do what needs to be done. Well, we in communication with the United Nations right now. And soon, some boys finna be here, the boots on the ground. That's how we remove the child support. So then we contact the International Monetary Fund and we let them know by order that they're to quit touching on your checks, period. Any of your wealth, colorable or non-colorable. They don't have any rights to you. Woo! Come on with it. I wish they would tell the rest of these molesters to back off. That's what they're doing. They're raping and molesting people. You know what it's called when someone says no and you're still forced to contract? Look up that word. Excuse me, woman, if you've ever been through that. And I'm bringing up emotions in you right now. But yes, that's exactly what it's called. When you're being forced to contract, when somebody's putting their heart or their mind or their words on you without you consenting, it's called molestation and it's called rape. Okay? That is a punishable crime. It doesn't have to always be physical penetration for you to be getting raped. You could be getting raped, not consenting to the things people are doing to you, and they're constantly doing it to you. Well, you have to speak up. Woo! Let me see here. Just showed you how to fill out the international document. That one right here. When it gets to you, you're going to put your name in this space. Verification that your free national, and then right after is your MAC number. Bam, bam. Pretty. And parchment paper. Y'all say y'all don't have witnesses? There's witnesses right there. 2 of them ready for you. 2 go. Got your back. There's no limit to what I'm willing to do on behalf of these Moors. So y'all make sure y'all keep in touch with me and let me know you're all right. And the next live, I'm going to be doing the super injunction for you guys to be looking. Woo, the super injunction, baby. Look up the word injunction real quick. And I done put it on the Facebook already. I put up the definition. Hold on a minute. I got to show y'all this super injunction right here. A judicial order that restrains a person from beginning or continuing an action threatening or invading the legal right of another, or that compels a person to carry out a certain act, that is, to make restitution to an injured party. Woo! When y'all get this, boy, look, this injunction, this super injunction, baby, when y'all get this, and put all of y'all little names and signs and logos on it, you better believe y'all gonna be smacking these policy enforcers around. Look. Buddy, this ain't the law. The law around here, you supposed to be the law around here. That means you got to follow the law. Here's the law, buddy. Nah, you can't do that. You out of bounds, buddy. No pass, go, no collect $200. Look, I got it right here. See, they didn't know how smart the prophet spirit is when he's working with the nationals, right? The policy enforcer that pulled me over that day, I said, the written affidavits is in the trunk. I said, I consent to you going in the back and getting the written affidavits in the trunk. And you can read those. His stupid, his goofy self. He went and picked up. He went in the trunk and he looked at the writs and he was folding and he's looking at them in the video. Oh, you just proved you handled federal mail, buddy. You just proved you picked those up and you was reading them and disregarded them. Oh, buddy. All right. I got you back. Give me about an hour and I'll be back on here with this super injunction. We saving homes. We helping with child support. We providing the Lodio IDs. I'm just waiting on my mentor to get on the good foot with me. And I done tied his leg to mine, so he ain't got no choice to finish up with these proofs for these tags so y'all can have them on y'all license plate. On y'all, I don't even know what it's called. It's not called a license plate. It's called something else. Your tags for your cars. Oh, wait. I got to get my verbiage right. Your tags for your private motor conveyance. There you go. By the hour, I'll be back with you. Peace and love to you. I hope that any questions to fill out this documentation, where your name goes, what you're supposed to be getting, how many pages. This right here is, let's see here. This is 7 pages in one. Wait a second. Judicial notice. Y'all getting 10 pages for one. Y'all getting 1, 2, 3 pages for another. And then y'all getting 1. So 10, 3, and 14. You should be getting 14 pages from me when I send you your information. You should have 14 pages. 3 from a lawful notice. 3 from a lawful notice. 7 for a judicial notice. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 for the judicial notice. Oh, I must have added more pages to make it look right. Yep. 10, 3, and 1 for your MAC registration number. Now, each process we do, it sews you up as a national. So that means in law, internationally, locally, whatever the case may be, you're completely sold up. So you would have from your government, from a government, a body politic. It's yours if you operating in it and you want it to be. You're going to have lawful notice. You're going to have international document, records correction. You're going to have name declaration. Those 3 get sent to anybody on the face of Morocco, and they got the answer to you. They got to honor your status. Then after that, after those 3 documents, then we start with IDs, trusts, and tags for your private motors conveyance. Trusts have to do with your land. Allodial titles have to do with your land. We create the allodial title. We put your geographical location in there and all the hereditaments. We list those. After we do an inventory list, come on, work on it. Work on the ancestral spirits. Bring it to me. Woo! Come on, airship and ownership. So who's going to walk up on your land after all of this is registered with the United Nations, which is my final step to helping my nationals become complete. When I say mine, y'all are dear to me because it was people like y'all that have been doing the work is the reason why I woke up. Yes, Elwood Evans. I don't have to appear because by law in the Zodiac Constitution, when we declare these laws to them, they have to dismiss the case or whatever it is they're doing, concede, leave the battlefield, however it works. And the first hasn't came around yet, but I'm also, woo, more power, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the power. See, they sleep off that dunamis. See, let's just do it. Let's just do dunamis real quick. That's the dynamite. It is Yahweh's power through his Ruach. Now, let me explain something to you how I know that Al-Marak or Allah is God in the physical form. Because in the Christian Bible, Ruach, I'm glad you said more power, because now power done brought me back. Ruach in the Holy Scripts is a feminine person, place, or thing. It's a feminine noun. Ruach also means soul or spirit. It's interchangeably in the holy books. So at any point in time, you could be dealing with a feminine energy or a masculine energy. This is Ruach. So don't be talking, all of you airheaded men out here. Yes, both women and men are God, creators of their own whatever it is, their own whatever. Realities, life. If you're creating every day and you understand the process of how to create with your mind, then you are God. You are not the God of all gods, because that's what the God complex does to people. They think they God over God. Huh? They think somebody needs to worship them and do what they say. Look, I humbly submit myself under the authority of people that I love and trust and respect. If you think that I'm finna listen to you and you mistreat me, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm gonna tell you something you ain't trying to hear, because I only listen to and care about the things that care about me. You ain't finna be getting me to honor you nothing. Oh no. Clinton Reeves, I greatly appreciate you. It really is your energy that gives me the light. Packages. That's what they do. We provide services to people. If you want to call it a package, sure. But I'll tell you what we do. Just a minute. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta stay on here with y'all because I know one time I had this feeling in my spirit when I first started the Northeast group. It was like 300 people in there, and I had let a few people in, and someone was telling me that they would go into the members messenger and be trying to siphon them out the group. Like, this person don't know what he's talking about, this and that, there's more processes. So I put it in the group, and my spirit was right. That the people were going behind my back, getting people out of my group and trying out the group, not my group, and trying to like subvert them or something. And my prophetic spirit do not lie to me. So basically, y'all hearing things from everybody else, I'm telling you, and I hold myself to my own word. This is Central Consulate presiding over any case, nationality documents, criminal case, traffic tickets, child support services, study documents, allodial identification, trust protection, and soon to be tags. That's exactly what we do. These are the services that we provide to all the nationals. If y'all want to call that a package, then you got one. Okay? If you want to call it just services or labors of love, that's what we're going to call it then. And what do you call what you're receiving from us? Do you call it a package? Well, call it whatever you want. Love, services, energy, time, a package. If it works and it brings remedy, tell everybody, hey, this actually works. And we ain't in a 30 million more groups trying to figure out what to do or how to do it. I told the man, I give y'all the example in the story. He just got out the military, maybe about a year or something ago. He wants to know how nationalizing and all of this affects his pension and his benefits because he put his time in. He owns his own LLC, Immediately, I'm on it. Like, hey, you know, you can turn that into resort. Well, the next thing you know, I say the sum total for all of these services is this amount. But if you want to, you could do it at this, and that's the discount deal for all of them, and you get at this price. He's like, no, it's okay. He's like, what's the sum total of everything? I told him. Dropped it to the consulate immediately. Why? Because for 8 months straight, people have had the privilege and opportunity of observing someone. And when they observe, they determine in their own heart whether what they're investing in is worth the investment. That's what they're doing. So look. Kalila, we got your back, girl. Look, a freedom package. Hey, look, however it was. Look. So there's 6 services that have an allodial cost, right? And then there's 6 that are completely free. And that's sewing up the Zodiac Constitution. The ones that you getting for free without no allodial cost, I'm gonna give you right now. Access to Moorish American consulate groups, allodial fee, allodial free willed love gift. We're starting to call them free willed gifts, so can't nobody be playing us. It's a free will that I'm doing this work for you. It's a free will that you giving whatever you giving to the consulate. That's just it. That's access to the Moorish American consulate groups. Access to the Moorish American calls. That's every Thursday for interested consuls. Moorish American consulate judges holding courts for Moorish Americans. You get that. Allodial fee, 0. Free will gift, 0. Consul, you get that. You can call 24/7, get consul. At first, I was doing $50 for every half an hour. But why? I love y'all. I love talking to y'all. Call me up. Some of y'all crazy, for real. For real crazy. And that's okay. Me too. That's why I can deal with all of y'all crazies, because I'm crazy too. I like sitting on the phone listening to y'all stories about how somebody done kidnapped you. Somebody's following you with a ghost of Notre Dame coming after you. Who you gonna call? You gonna call the Mo Busters. That's who you gonna call. Dude, I'm tired of this. Look, y'all scared of y'all own shadow. When y'all call me, look, I'm glad y'all ready though. Now Morris is talking to me like, look, they put the lock on my door, I cut the lock off. They trespass, I put no trespassing signs. What? Oh, I took the mat off my door, told them they ain't welcome. You put your flag up too, and then put your barbed wire fence up. And tell them, no, you're not welcome. Seals and stamps included, criminal cases, traffic tickets. What else is there? Child support services, study documents, allodial identification. Now these is look, you on they pay Rome all the time, but they can't donate to their own nation. That's psychotic. Yeah, it's called cognitive dissonance. They make it okay to do what they're doing for one, but not the other. After the first Elwood events, when I'm holding court, I definitely can show proof of that case and all the proceedings that happened. When my RIDs are finalized, I'm gonna show y'all proof of this ID so y'all know what y'all getting as well. I try to give y'all little proofs, different things, so y'all know what y'all getting coming up out of here. I really want to give baby y'all like Sharon and give y'all the pretty parchment paper, so I'll spend a little extra. What's this? Sure. And this is the all-day event, 24/7. Y'all call me on the line. Y'all can text me. Y'all can inbox me. Y'all can messenger. And you know what I'm going to do? What I can to help. It's going to take me a few hours and sometimes a few days. Show and tell. Look, I'm telling. I can't show everything. Why? Because the proof is in you. Not in what I'm showing you. I could show you how it works, and even if it was successful. And guess what? Unless you go in there and enforce it with your own mouth, heart, spirit, body, mind, and soul, it's not going to be enforceable. It's about you. Janae Hoy at Gmail. All of y'all in Indiana right now, banging. I know y'all over there busting a move. I'm getting to y'all immediately. Woo! Come on with it. What's next? Because I'm feeling real good. Super injunction. We got 125 writs that our consuls have already prepared to be given to y'all to use. I'm supposed to be sending y'all these writs every other day, or at least sometime when y'all get on here with me, when you're dropping your emails, I send y'all some information. I got to figure out how to do mass emailing over 50 people. I was going to get me an email client list or something like that, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it without spending nothing. But if I do, then that's how I figure it out. I go all the way into the end, and then if I have to, I submit the fiat. Look at these people, man. You think you got to wash your clothes every day when you ain't do nothing in them? Why do you wash your clothes every week when they're not dirty? Now, I ain't talking about like dirty, like you wore them dirty, and you can put them in the air and let the air dry them from your sweat. It's all your chemicals anyway. But I'm talking about like dirty, you really done worked in some dirt. That's soiled clothes. Them, you can wash every 2 weeks, every week. But clothes that you just wore one day and took off and you just threw somewhere, you can literally throw them in the dryer with a dryer sheet or two, and they brand new, fresh clothes again. You didn't do anything in them. Stop wasting your laundry and your time doing laundry every week. The only thing you need to do is your undergarments. That's why all that sweat be, all of that heat. That's the only time. Other than that, please stop wasting your money washing all the time like that. Look, you want remedy. You could spend $5 on a bottle of Dawn or make your own. Right? You make your own. And baking soda. Some regular baking soda. Hold on a minute. I'm not worried about this game. I'm trying to show y'all how to live better, simpler. So you ain't got to be doing this right here. It cleans everything. I'm talking about everything in your life. It cleans everything. You don't have to have another cleaning product in your life. My grandma, she be using a green machine. No chemicals in the green machine. Give me that toilet paper. Give me that toothbrush. Let me see how clean the toothbrush is. Look, Grams, if you come in here one more time with this white glove, talking about you didn't get the baseboards. What? What is a baseboard? And why do I gotta clean it? And who looks at the baseboards? I look at the baseboards. That's all that matters. This is my house. Okay, all right. Heir, Risk, Queen, Empress. See, everybody think when grandma acting like that, look, you the heir. You're supposed to be like, what's popping in this house? What's going on in my home? When your body get messed up, what do? You do what you need to do to fix it. It's the same thing. You're one big body. And all of them, baking soda, coconut oil, toothpaste, and mint for extra taste. Yes. And no fluoride, baby. Yeah. Let me tell you where the soul is. To see the man, it's that pineal gland, man. Everything they doing is trying to prevent you from getting like the yogis. Meditating like the yogis. You sit down in your meditation place. You breathe that energy in. You breathe it out. Then you let that energy touch your pineal gland. They told you that gazing at the sun, mess your eyes up. You know how much sun gazing I do? Ain't nothing wrong with my eyes. I can see just fine. I look at the sun early morning. Yes, you are in your own right. That's what I'm talking about. And let it do what it's supposed to be doing, that vitamin D to your brain. Everything they do is trying to get you, for your brain not to be function properly. That's it. Woo! What's up, more King? Good to see you. Yep, baking soda. Well, I love cherries. Or anything that got to do with fruit. Since I'm happy I ain't got to be eating animals no more. They told you how to eat what they try to make you. Try to make you a beast, got you eating the beast. Oh, no. I'm going to be eating leaves and grass. I ain't about to be sitting here eating what they be feeding you, telling you it's good. Mm-mm. Well, there's two reasons behind that. The first, we got more sitting around asking that question instead of actually going to work, like treating with these people on the land. We got Moors challenging the activities of other Moors instead of coming alongside them and just helping them out. See, I don't operate in immature capacity of a child or a little boy with some ego, prove myself, right? That's not what I do. I live my life. The things that work, work. The things that don't. The things that don't, I go back and look for a solution to those problems or those issues. The things that do, I keep on the drawing board for the people to see. They don't see me doing that. They don't see me going and talking about prove what you're doing. Why not? Why ain't I going and asking them to prove what they talking about? I don't need their validity to validate me. That's validation for them, right? Even you getting on the line and communicating with them about you, that's validation for them. That they exist or what they're doing is worth something or their processes work better than another person's or whatever it is in their mind they're trying to achieve when pining for your influence. Because that's what they're doing, trying to get you to look at them. I don't care. I don't care if you see me or you don't. The only thing I care about is if you're free. I'm talking about truly free. Every day you wake up and you're able to do whatever you want in the world so long as you're not injuring another person freely. Live, teach your babies, contract, enjoy the company of the feminine energy you want to. Not having your conscious mind bound by other living beings that feel they have this God complex to be able to even manipulate your conscience. Because that's what they try to do. They don't have no control over their own brain. They want to think what another person's thinking about. They don't have no control over their emotions. They want to feel how other people feel. That's why, if y'all notice, during certain seasons of me doing this work, you'll get a group on here. They'll all say the same thing about me or the consulate or whatever. That vein. That's those people. That's not independently thinking. Instead of, oh, well, let me go see about the consular courts. They say it's Article 3, Section 2 in the Constitution. Let me go research. When they hear it, it's like a train. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's a gimmick. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, it's this. And all the people that aren't independent thinkers, they just go like this. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, it's bad. And then finally they start walking the same way everybody else walks. What? Boy, you see it in social experiments in my sociology class. They do the monkey experiment. The person walk in, sit down. A bell ring, stand up. Everybody stand up, sit down. Well, one person do something different or that ain't doing nothing, start doing the same thing. Well, I thought it was crazy that y'all was standing up like this, but since all of y'all was doing it, I thought it was okay. So I did it too. And now every time you stand up, you break a vertebrae and you ain't know that's what's happening to those people. But because everybody else was doing it, there you go. This ain't, the consulate ain't because everybody else is doing it. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, people seeing, people walking, people knowing, people hearing. 5 months, 6 months, family, you're united, you're thinking the same. When I say 6 months, 7 months, on the call every week with the same people, building family, building relationship, getting to know one another. You get on the calls every week, 40 calls, 50 calls. Now you build relationships. Now you're actually in relationship building like family members with one another. 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Now we're a collective group, a body of Al Moroccans doing work for nationals in the land. That's different than you hear something in 2 minutes, everything that you once thought is no longer, and you on to the next what you think you hear. Oh, buddy. Yep. Now, at the present time, you'll see all across the land. We're talking about men who professing to be chiefs. We're talking about temple members. We're talking about people who supposedly got the 411 on paperwork and law and enforcing it out here. They all getting locked up. All belligerents by belligerent people. There's a lot of Moors that are highly adept in this law, have all the paperwork that they could ever imagine. And the policy enforcers still don't honor it. Why? Because in those republics, more work has to be done. See, they always try to attribute it to the person that's dealing. Sometimes it is competency levels, spirit, energies, whatever. I'm learning as I go. But they don't want to put it on. It's three always working. All the way down to the very men who have been in this movement from the beginning, whose name ring bells, their word isn't getting honored in some cases with these belligerents. So don't be thinking that this paperwork is the all end all, because it's not. We're still going to deal with people oppressing us. We're still going to deal with colonization. We're still going to deal with belligerent people who have weapons that think that they can threat and duress and coerce us into things. I don't care who you know, because I've seen people who know a lot of powerful people still get in trouble. I've seen people that have a lot of money still get locked up. So it's all in the various, next business day, correct. And that's the weekend. Had it been on a Monday, man, look, Alicia Bay, they can say whatever they want. But when you get a whole 2 pages of emails from consuls to these different policy enforcers, when you wake up and it's consuls and Moors on your line, checking for you, checking at the trooper, seeing if you in jail or not, when you feel like it ain't nobody there, right? And you wake up to all this support and people going to work for you, it makes you feel a lot better to have a family working on your behalf. So let's just go with Elwood Evans for a minute. Let's sit with him, because Jermaine is the man that I blocked that kept on getting on there talking crazy, and he just asked on behalf of Jermaine. So him and Jermaine must know each other for him to ask on behalf. Let me tell y'all both, however you think it should have went, at the end of the day, it can only go the way that it's going to go in your shoes. I never professed anything but the extraction works. How do I know? Because I know Moors who have used the extraction process, and I have submitted paperwork and at least got responses. Has anyone been released out of the penal system with the processes that we're using? Yes. Have we spoken to those people, and are those consuls or contacts in communication with us? Yes. Then what if you get the proof? What if everything that I'm doing on this platform is perfected and I have no troubles or issues with any policy enforcer or anything? Then you can call me God, because I don't even know if you can call God that, because y'all think that God's some like mystical being that doesn't have issues. We're a reflection of our creator. So our creator must got something really must be wrong with our creator when you looking at us. Oh, buddy. Whoa. Hold on a minute. These is all your children? This is a reflection of you? Your creation? Oh, buddy, where did you go wrong there, Mr. Creator? What happened to your life to where when you created all of these kids, we just started being and looking all crazy and treating each other all messed up? Wow, you got to have a couple wrong and your screws loose as well. Or amoeba organisms just grow the way they grow, and over time, they learn how to be and how to grow, and it's okay. Look, I like to think of the first one. If God was perfect, that would make you perfect. So your creator must be imperfect and tell you that even, this is how beautiful your creator is. Even your imperfections are perfect. How about that? Woo! So that fat mole you got right there on your face. That's the perfect imperfection. Everything you don't like about yourself. Everything you don't like and you can't do is where you're supposed to be excelling in. I never spoke. I never talked. I let people think, talk about me. I knew they were side talking about me behind my back, but I never spoke up for myself. Ever. Never used my voice. Now, and that's because I was timid or there was something about me that made me shy of talking. Now you can't shut me up, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! They wish they could quiet me down, boy. Look. I'm telling you. What else? I used to think I was this way or that way. Smoke and mirrors. Yes. That's in the Matrix, smoke and mirrors. In reality, I told them I was a Moor. I gave them all my paperwork. I told them I didn't need representation. They said, you crazy, and if you don't do what we say, we're going to put you in a mental hospital. I said, in order to not get put in the mental hospital, I guess I better do what I'm asked so that I could hold them or fold them, fight another day. Oh, look at that. If I'd have let these jokers get me to keep on going in that manner, 8 policy enforcers stand in front of the cell. They say, we know you know your consuls are on the way, which Hassan was on his way to pick me up as a good consul would be. You know I'm going to be the same for him. And he say, but your time is expired and we need to book you in. I said, well, I'm not getting naked and stripping and coughing and being sexually abused by you by stripping in front of you and coughing, because they call it buck breaking back in the 1800s, where the male, the alpha male, was forced and stripped naked to be naked in front of his family, his peers, his slave master, and his owner, and they would sodomize him in front of the whole community. What is that doing? Stripping the power of the alpha male so that the children, the sons, are led to think they have no power as well. It's called buck breaking. So when you go into the penal system and they make you strip and cough in front of them, it's the same concept. You're demasculating you. You're taking away your feeling of, I wouldn't even say superiority. You're taking away your right of superiority. We never said superiority over other people, including you occupiers right now. But they had the scissors and they had 8 policy enforcers. And they said, if you don't strip, we're going to cut your clothes off you by force and put you in these clothes. So either I can put the stuff on and not sign and keep going and getting processed and letting them do whatever to play the game, to make them think whatever, because there's no statute of limitations on fraud. And I wouldn't sit here and tell you that for the sake of you proving a point to yourself or somebody else, because no, it does not work 100% of the time in all the land. If it did, then we wouldn't need to be having to deal with this right now. Put yourself in danger of being injured or smacked around by some policy enforcer because you don't want to just play the game. Oh, they thought they won. How when it's your court? People on your court, what do? Score baskets. It makes the other team think they're going to win. At the end of the day, I got the signet ring, baby. That's my nationality and my airship and my birth slip. That's the signet ring. The signet ring is when the king, he take it and that little wax, he put his ring on it. If you break that seal, you can get killed by the king or by his henchmen if you break the seal of the signet ring. And the only reason why Esther See, Esther was be able to protect all of the Israelites because the queen, he gave her his signet ring. That's what he did. And she wrote a letter saying, even though the king already, he issued this edict that it's a annihilation, extermination of the Moors, right? But all of you Moors, the king issued another edict. If they on the way trying to bust your head, you free to bust their head wide open. This is what the king told him, or this is what Esther did for him. She wrote that little affidavit up. She signed it with the signet ring and sent it throughout the land, and Israel was protected. Woo! Who's that? Keith Riley? Look, you in Indiana. I'm about to send you in Indiana right now your 42-page office occupant and your 1099 OID. I'm going to send that to you. I'm getting off the line to mail it to you, email it to you right now. I know I said blow up the phone. Yes, and they're going to sit there. And I will give y'all these public records to my case. And over time, you will see, oh, de facto corporation judge, blah, 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 had no jurisdiction in this matter. Oh, Moorish American consulate sent a writ of prohibitio. Oh, Moorish American consul judge assumed responsibility and jurisdiction of the case. Matter adjourned. Oh. Not a problem. Not a problem. But I'm not, I really don't like that. I'm not doing that. Services. And if that's really you on that bench press with them muscles, all right, and those 80-pound dumbbells, Edwin Evans, if that's for real you, I got to get on your level, baby. We need to get in the house of games. We need to get in the house of games, baby. They ain't gonna. Why they all animated with it too? Like you breathing in, make your muscles bigger when you. We got. Now they did say when I was weight training when I was younger that you're not supposed to make a face when you flex. So let me try it. Hold on, let me try. I can't do it. I can't flex without making a face. I swear. Yes. Competent governments. I say to you, I'm a public servant, right? And you're the government, and I work as a government. You should ask for me to be accountable to you. You should. Yes, I need 5 million in lawful currency. Give me dollars. Give me dollars. Hey, he say, put it right here. I say, put it right there. Yeah, that's it. I get it down. Look, I need gold and commodities, though. I don't need no FRN notes. Y'all want to see a little something around here, then I need a good home-cooked, organic, non-GMO meal. I need one of these emperors that know how to take care of their body to get some organic, non-GMO, fresh, straight up washed with no chemicals on it, picked straight out the garden. She need to put it on the plate. Arrange it real good. And I get down for you, girl. You got to make that meal, though. I'm telling you, look, I'm skinny. I love eating. I need a good meal. That's all I be worried about. Look, y'all want to pay me. Look, this is the donation, a Lodio fee right there. All of this is right here. Instead of that, I just want a plate, a good meal, a good plate of food. Y'all send that to me, and I do all the work, everything. You feed a man, he need to have energy. I'm telling you. Let's see here. That's not a problem, Elwood Evans. That's the problem with our current de facto government and other people around the world. We got to be transparent with one another in all of our activities. If y'all get a person telling y'all that we operating in dishonor, because that's what happened to me, a whole bunch of people kept on hitting me up. This more, or this organization, or this person, or that person. What do y'all want me to do? Okay, in my soul, I really do practice standing in the 5 pillars, but I can't make the other people that's dirty glass or whoever stand in those 5 pillars. Oh, but you can expose them. Well, then what does that do for me? Well, it makes all of them hate me when I'm exposing them. Oh, well, you know what? I'm okay with them hating me. Because at the end of the day, me loving them while they hate me will reflect that love and possibly transform it for the next generation. Whatever I'm reflecting to them, since I am their mirror, it might just stick. Only one in the 8 months that I've been nationalizing and doing the work. I don't know if this is the work of the temples. Only one grand sheik from one temple, and I don't even know how many there are in Al Morocco, hit me up and loved up on me. Only one. The other grand sheik, he said, this Sigga need to be shot for deceiving the people. Like the people don't have a mind of their own, and they can determine whether or not someone's deceiving them or not. Like they don't know how to feel that out with their own spirit. Oh, these is, why do everybody treat us, y'all, like even for me? Oh, I just want to make sure bro OT ain't subscribing to something he don't know nothing about. So I've given you the impression, or the collective consciousness of our Al Moroccan territory gives us the impression that we don't know how to look after our own selves. Like, I don't know how to tell if the people that I've been walking with for the past 8 months are in fact government agents, as people keep on throwing out there. That's what the lady told me. I have proof that these are FBI informants or government agents. If you do, where is it? I'm talking about real proof. I ain't talking about 10-year-old pictures of a corporation job. I'm talking about real verifiable proof. You got an FBI informant that is whistleblowing right now that you could give to us. You got viable, verifiable paperwork. If you don't have concrete evidence, then keep that to yourself, really, because that's the only thing that I care about, concrete evidence. And then let me just explain to you what's going on. If I find out I'm being deceived by anyone at any point in time, I'll dismantle everything, the whole thing. That's a wise man to be concerned about your family, you know, and I'm glad that you don't listen to anyone that says anything, because perception in a lot of cases is reality. But what you're getting when you say make a big mistake, these affidavits and these writs have been on RV Bay for years. The stuff that we're creating now hasn't. A lot of the stuff that we're creating now hasn't. But a lot of this stuff has been on everywhere for years. All right. It has been circulating throughout Al Morocco and in these corporations and on the desk of all these people since 1929. So it's hit and miss. You'll get constitutionalists and republics. Matter of fact, I got something for y'all right here. I'm glad y'all with me. Stay right here with me because it comes as it's needed. This right here is come on with it. Love y'all, man. That's why I be on here with y'all. This is Coram Norbis, right? That link right there will show you where the republics honor the Constitution. There's an orange one where I'm at in Virginia. That orange one is the seat. That's where General Ham is. The rest of the green ones are republics that honor the Constitution. The rest of them republics that you're trying to enforce these laws in, it's going to be hard for them to honor it until we start banging on them completely. Yeah. That's true, Alicia. Yeah. Emperor Ali don't be having too much fun. We in the middle of this teacher thing. He just busting out with arm, leg, arm, head. Like it don't even matter around this thing. I bet you cooking right now and some more stuff, getting it in, grubbing and some more stuff. That's what I'm talking about, man. Folks, they just take these things too serious, man. You got to enjoy life. Let's see here. So that Coram Norbis will show you where you'll pretty much have success trying to enforce this law. Yeah. If you're Elwood Evans, if you're in a republic where they don't honor the Constitution or the mores, or they're being belligerent, yes, you're gonna get that every time. The only thing that I ever seen really stop it to where it don't matter what you're doing, they honor your Moorish American status is through these up to code IDs. Now, quiet as kept, you're not even supposed to be giving your identification to anyone unless they're producing a delegation of authority as to what nation they're from and by what authority they have to even ask you for that identification in the first place. So technically, if they walk up to you and say, I want to see your ID, you do not by law have to give them that. And that is the stare decisis actual concluded case. It has already been concluded in law. Failure to identify is not an arrestable offense. Give you what? First, who are you? To be asking me for my identification. Where's your identification? Where's your green card? Who are you? See, this is how you have to do it. You're always asking for theirs. I don't need to give you identification on my land. You need to be addressing who you are on my land to me. Excuse you? Oh, look. I got out my car the first time and enforced it in Virginia. And the whole video, they let me go. And you heard the guy, the trooper or the sheriff, the main dude say, you might as well wash your hands. Well, you have two examples. One, I stood on the law and they let me go. I won. And the second one, I stood on it and they didn't let me go. They was belligerent and decided to take it a step further. And pretty soon, I'm to the point where, hey, I'm forced to defend myself, Joker. So you going back on up, or I'm going to have to defend myself. Well, I'm getting to that point in my being, in my soul, and my spirit. It worked for me. Woo! Emperor Aliel, I'm happy it did. This is where it needs to work for my life is at risk. I determined in my soul that I wouldn't be oppressed or abused by any other soul ever again, right? So if they come up demanding something from me and I don't, and they try to take it, then I would be forced to defend myself, correct? Yeah. And in defending myself, the other party may get injured, correct? Oh, well, all of you, by way of this Facebook video, friends, family, corporate policy enforcers, whatever, you see this video and you watching me like I think you are anyway, if you run up on me and you try to get me to do anything other than what my will wants to do, I will be forced to defend myself. When I defend myself, you may be injured in the process of me defending myself. You have been put on public notice and forewarned. Let's see what it is. Time to go get my my locks and really keep them in. Love y'all very much. And I'll be back with the super injunction in the next couple hours. Woo! Come on with it, baby. Yeah.